I've got a card up my sleeve, in my chest, up my nose, up me... well, everywhere. Let's trade.
That poor woman, completely mad.
Stay safe out there, kid.
Raise the stakes with a new card. Manny's got what you need. Your house of cards will never fall down when you've built it with Manny's help. I've got cars to trade. Don't you want to follow suit? I know you do.
You may approach. No. This simply will not do. That is not how you greet a duke, child. Leave, and return only when you can greet me properly. You... What? You make a demand before a proper introduction? No. Leave.
At 10, hut, recruits, for the Baroness has won the roll. All hail her rule and her rules.
Well, I never. Look at you. You're the spitting image of an unskilled laborer. Perhaps a chimney sweep? Well, I never. Look at you. You're the spitting image of an unskilled Child, no. You simply can't address people this way. You must always use their titles. For example, I am to be addressed as my most esteemed lady, and the Duke is Your Imperial Majesty, rightful Lord of Freedom. Without the right titles, none of us can possibly be expected to respond to you. It's a simple matter of respect. You're very welcome, little lady.
Hello, darling. You're a long way from home, aren't you? Poor dear. Well, I hope you find what you're looking for. Run along now. Hello, darling. You're a long way from... No, darling. That's not how you address a superior. In this kingdom, whenever you meet someone of a higher station, you must always begin by saying, "Begging your forgiveness, sir or madam." There you go, darling. Now go on, run along. In this kingdom, whenever you meet someone of a higher station, you must always begin by saying, "Begging your forgiveness, sir or madam."
You may approach.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, child. Look at you, child. Why, you might as well be dressed in rags. Who are you, and what brings you here? Oh no, child. That is not how you introduce yourself in conversation. You must always curtsy first. Oh no, heavens no! You want just a slight bob at the end, child. It's always so unseemly when a lady goes down too far and then snaps her head up like a drinking bird. Here, like this. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, yes. Perfectly wonderful. Now, what did you want to discuss? I'm afraid I wouldn't know about that. Pity. Well, good luck. You want just a slight bob at the end, child. It's always so unseemly when a lady...
You may approach. Yes. So. Oh. Well now. Finally some respect around here. Well met, Lady Eve. What brings you to the company of the Duke, the one and only rightful ruler of Threedom today? Our old bodyguard. Oh, heavens, what is there left to say? She protected us until she didn't. And my dear father paid the price. I haven't heard from her since. She's dead and gone, I suppose. Oh, good for her. I should send her a cake. Only we haven't one to spare, you understand. But no, I couldn't possibly leave the castle. The horrors of war wait outside, child, and I can't have my people remembering them. No, out of the question. I have only your word that she's even alive, and we've just become acquainted. Then again... All right, I, in my infinite wisdom and appetites, have decided to do you a favor. I will give you something of extreme value if you will in turn do me a favor first. There is a portrait of me here. Certainly, you've noticed my beauty, my handsomeness, my regal demeanor. I am there with my father, his favored child. However, part of the painting is missing. When we split our lands after my father died, the Count took control over the old royal nostalgium. I'm sure the second half is there, and it proves that I was father's favorite. Return with it to me, and you shall be rewarded. What other way is there to live? What, as a commoner? We've already got plenty of them, I'm afraid. But there's only one me. I owe it to my people to be the most me I can be. Pass me some sweets, will you? What is there to say? The dreadful thing drags on, my insolent siblings refusing to give any quarter. But they'll come to their senses at some point and surrender. But until then, sweets do make the time pass more pleasantly. Don't you agree? Well, I didn't kill him, if that's what you're asking. I found him dead, with the murder weapon still sticking out of him. Oh, you know how things grow legs and walk off sometimes. Metaphorically speaking, I think one of my lovely spies told me someone locked it up on Father's robot's head. Giant, beastly thing. I'm afraid that robot is long gone. Probably turned to scrap by now. In the Nostalgium, on the Count's land, I'm sure that wicked brother of mine keeps it there, and it will prove that I was always Father's favorite.
All bets are off. We've got a new card from old Matty Dex, Esquire.
Testiblurik, Yabada, McBrestelbu, Stelureta, Stebradubu, McBrestelbu, Debradu, Stelureta, Braga Fobole, Yabada, Fedadubu, Testiblurik, Ratadubada, Breslupur, Flubadula, Nasbrilliant, Fubleta, Fedadubu, Miss Braga Brilliant, Fedadubu, Ratadubada, McBrestelbu, Braga Fobole, Fubleta, Stebradubu, Stelureta, Nasbrilliant, Debradu, Flubadula, Yabada, Breslupur, Testiblurik, Yabada, Debradu, McBrestelbu, Fedadubu, Fubleta, Nasbrilliant, Flubadula, Braga Fobole, Testiblurik, Stebradubu, Breslupur, Ratadubada, Stelureta, Braga Fobole, Breslupur, Stelureta, Castagne, Fidiavitu. Mufasa. Ratadubada, Debradu, Testiblurik, Fedadubu, Nasbrilliant, Fubleta, Stebradubu, Flubadula, Yabada, McBrestelbu, Braga Fobole, Testiblurik, Stebradubu, Fubleta, Stelureta, McBrestelbu, Nasbrilliant, Fedadubu, Breslupur, Yabada, Ratadubada, Debradu, Flubadula, Nasbrilliant, Fedadubu, Stebradubu, Fubleta.
I'm never better. I'm gonna die in battle soon, and I did feel bad about it. But now I feel fine about it. Nah, kid, I'm feeling no pain these days. They're all the same side in the end. Now, shoo! Shoo!
All bets are off when you've got a new card from old Matty Dex. Esquire.
But defeat comes even to the gifted. and its unfamiliarity leads to wounds even deeper than those experienced by most. Powered by a mysterious darkness, the games grew too savage, with risks beyond anyone's control. And the day came when catastrophe would be postponed no longer.
Welcome to Warriors Training! Way better than that calm breathing, fella! Let's begin by chugging a pint of Zupa juice! No! No hesitation! That is not the Warriors' way! Now for axe training! Swing wide. Imagine you're chopping down a tree. Imagine you're chopping down an enemy! Imagine you're chopping down a friend! You just murdered your friend with an axe! You're a warrior! And I think you should warrior harder! Now we're working on our battle cries! We need to scream so that our enemies know that we're here! So they can be afraid and they die of fear! Can you scream hard enough to make strangers die? Yes! Finally, let's focus on our motivation! Do warriors need motivation? No! Motivation is for actors! But they do need battle zone inspirations! So think of who you're fighting for. Is it glory? No! Is it one of the triplets? No! You're fighting for war! Because war needs warriors, and warriors need war! So every war you war yourself into is a new war for warriors! Have I said war enough that the word war no longer has any war meaning? That concludes Warriors Workout! Yes!
The Baroness lived atop Wildcard Hill, a training ground for war, and a home to warriors. It was not a place for children. But then again, thought even, what part of freedom was?
Well, well, color me impressed. Most interlopers find themselves dead long before this point. How did a child like you make it up here? And it seems I will have to punish my troops. At ease, child. Well then, at ease even. Look at you. You're not even old enough to be a recruit. You're soft, aren't you? Mean is just a compliment the weak pay you when they can't help but respect your authority. And I can see you respect mine. You'd be a fool not to. What can I do for you, even? Simple thing, really, but it requires complicated strategy. One or both of my brothers defeated our bodyguard and killed our father. I don't let that stand, soldier, so I fight. And when I win, they will pay for their transgressions. Not surprised. Nishka's damn tough. And if anyone could survive out there, it's her. She taught me how to win a fight, taught me how to never surrender, taught me the importance of duty. Oh, I doubt that very much. We share a respect and a bond forged in battle training, but she'd never say anything so soft. How is she, other than alive? Impossible! I am too busy waging and winning this war. A child coming here and asking for a gift? The sheer gall. But I admire the courage. Tell you what, even. I happen to own the mighty mechanical arm that once belonged to Nishka. If you can take it, it's yours. Certainly. Like I said, all you have to do is take it. This arm, it's only the most heavily guarded item in my entire freedom. I like your spunk, even, so let me warn you. You will fail. You may even die. So do the smart thing and go back to whatever teapot shack you came from. Fight war, soldier. That's what leaders do. And great leaders, well, they win them. My brothers have been a blight on this land for too long. Can you defeat my robots to claim it? No? Well then, there's your answer, even. Ha! Me lose against a soft aesthete and a shrill maniac? Impossible. Even if they had the sense to ally against me. I would have won today, actually, if only my maneuvers hadn't been interfered with by those blasted colossuses. They're supposed to move just once a day. It's highly irregular, recruit. Right. A little girl controls the movements of the giants. Tell me the other one. If that were true, you'd be the most dangerous thing on the planet. And you wouldn't know what power you are wielding. It simply couldn't be true. Suddenly, I think, I found him too late. The murder weapon was still there, but someone took it and stashed it inside the head of his own personal giant robot. The robot's long since destroyed now. The Queen of All Random had it dismantled after my father died. I think she feared the old man, and that his murder came as a dark blessing to her rule. Ah, but you didn't hear that from me.
Even knew what she needed to do to get something that would jog Nishka's memory. Win the most protected treasure in the most militarized kingdom. She knew it would be hard, but she also knew that the chance of ending this war, if indeed she could end it, would be worth it.
A 10 hut!
Hij gets door voor. Hij voelt de bang aan jezelf.